moving now. We are into Act 4, Scene 1. Here's a brief overview of the entire Act 4. The witches show Macbeth three apparitions which warn him to beware Macduff, promise him that none of women born shall harm Macbeth. We have that famous proclamation there, and assure him he will remain safe until Birnam Wood moves. He feels comforted by these prophecies without seeing their double meaning, but is shaken by a vision of Banquo and his 8 descendants. Malcolm tests Macduff's loyalty to Scotland, and they plan strategy with English forces to oust Macbeth. Meanwhile, Macbeth has Lady Macduff and all her children slain. We see the evil of Macbeth there. And the brief synopsis, and we have Macbeth at the end of this scene, his 5th soliloquy, where he vows to kill Macduff's family. Macbeth approaches the witches to learn how to make his kingship secure. In response, they summon him from 3 apparitions: an armed head, a bloody child, and finally a child crowned, with a tree in his hand. These apparitions instruct Macbeth to beware Macduff, but reassure him that no man born of woman can harm him, and that he will not be overthrown until Birnam Wood moves to Dunsinane. Macbeth is greatly reassured, but his confidence in the future is shaken when the witches show him a line of kings, all in the image of Banquo. After the witches disappear, Macbeth discovers that Macduff has fled to England and decides to kill Macduff's family immediately. Here's the weird sisters, the witches. Thrice the brindled cat hath mewed. Thrice and once the hedge pig whined. Harpier cries. This time, round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw. Toad that under cold stone, days and nights has 31, sweltered venom sleeping got, boiled thou first in a charmed pot. So we have them making the cauldron, the soup here, double, toil and trouble, fire burning cauldron bubble, fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake, eye of a newt and toe of a frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blindworm sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth, boil and bubble. And there's that refrain, right? Their refrain to cook up this evil concoction. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy mollengoaf, of the raven, salt sea shark, root of hemlock digged in the dark, liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat, and slips of ewes, slivered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. So they're putting all this in there, right? And there they go. Cool it with a baboon's blood. And there's the stew. Here's Queen of the Witches. Oh, well done, I command your pains. Everyone shall share in the gains. And now about the cauldron, sing like elves and fairies in a ring, enchanting all that put you in. Something wicked this way comes. There's the famous line, right? And the something wicked this way comes. That's Macbeth. That's Macbeth, right? Right when they say that open line, Macbeth is wicked now because of everything he has done, right? How now, you secret black and midnight hags, what does you do? A deed without a name. I conjure you by which you profess, how are you come to know, and answer me. He's here demanding the prophet, the future. He wants to know what's going to happen. Against the churches, though the yeasty waves confound and swallow navigation up, though bladed corn be lodged and trees blown down, though castles topple on their warders' heads, though palaces and pyramids do slope their heads to their foundation, though the treasure of nature's germans tumble all together, the seeds, the germans here, that's seeds, right? The seeds tumble all together, even till destruction sicken. Answer me to what I ask you. Damn it, I'm here. You tell me what's going to happen. Speak, demand, we'll answer. Say if thou hadst rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters. Call him, let me see him. Pour in sow's blood that hath eaten her 9 furrow, grease that sweetened from the murderer's gibbet throw into the flame. Come high or low, thyself in office deftly show. The first apparition, here it is, an armed head. Here's what it's showing Macbeth here, this apparition. Tell me, thou unknown power. He knows thy thought. Hear his speech, but say thou not. Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff. Beware of Macduff. Beware the Thane of Fife. Dismiss me enough. That's the first apparition. What is thou art for thy good caution, thanks. Thou hast harped my fear aright, but one word more. He will not be commanded. Here's another, more potent than the first. The second apparition. Here's the bloody child, right? We have the bloody child there. The second apparition. Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee. Macbeth, Macbeth, be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth. So Macbeth takes that prophecy as he's fine, he's good, nothing's going to hurt him, because how could someone not be born of woman? What we find out later is Macduff was cesarean section. So there, I just gave away that there. So then live Macduff, what need I fear of thee? But yet I'll make assurance double sure, and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies in sleep in spite of thunder. Here's the third apparition. A child crowned with a tree in his hand. What is this? What is this that rises like the issue, the offspring of a king, and wears upon his baby brow the round and top of serenity? Listen, but speak not to it. Third apparition. Be lion-mettled, proud, and take no care who chafes, who frets, or where conspires are. Macbeth shall never vanquish be until great Burnham wood to high Dunsinane hill shall come against him. There's the prophecy, right? That the Burnham wood's going to march up and overtake him. Macbeth's like, what? The trees aren't going to move. That will never be. Who can impress the forest? Who can make the forest bid the tree unfix his earthbound root? Sweet prophecies, bodements, prophecies. Good. He's like, please now. Rebellious dead, rise never till the wood of Burnham rise, and our high place Macbeth shall live the lease of nature. He'll, I'm good. I'm going to live my natural lifespan, right? I'm good. Pay his breath to time and mortal custom, yet my heart throbs to know one thing. One else. Tell me, if you art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom? Seek to know no more. I will be satisfied. I'll be fully deny me this, and any eternal curse fall on you. I'm going to curse you. Let me know. Why sinks that cauldron, and what noise is this? Why show his eyes and grieve his heart, come like shadows, so depart. And here's the 8 kings and Banquo's last. Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down, thy crown does sear mine eyelids. He doesn't like what he sees, right? Banquo's offspring. And thy hair, thou other good-bound brow, is like the first. The third is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? A fourth? Start, from the eyes. What will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? Another yet a seventh? This is all of Banquo's offspring, right? Seven descendants. I'll see no more, and yet the 8th appears, who bears a glass which shows me many more, and some I see that twofold balls and treble scepters carry. Horrible sight. Now I see 'tis true, for the blood-bolder Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for this. What, is this so? Aye, sir, all this is so, but why stands Macbeth thus amazedly? Why are you amazed? We prophesied this at the beginning. Remember all the way at the beginning? Come, sisters, cheer up we up with his sprites, and show the best of our delights. I'll charm the air to give a sound while you perform your antic round, that this great king may kindly say, our duties did his welcome play. The witches disappear. Where are they? Gone? Let this pernicious hour stand a curse in the calendar. Come in. Without there. Lennox. Here's Lennox. What's your grace's will? Remember, Lennox is suspicious, right? Saw you the weird sisters? Did you see the witches? No, my lord. Come they not by you? Do you see them? No, indeed, my lord. Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned all those that trust them. That's Macbeth, right? I trust them, damned, and I'm damned. Macbeth knows he's damned, right? I did hear the galloping of a horse. Who was it came by? 'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word Macduff is fled to England. Aye, my good lord. And here's Macbeth's 5th soliloquy. Time thou anticipatest my dread exploits. Here's what I gotta do. Macbeth is talking about, I gotta kill Macduff's family. And right away, the flighty purpose never is overtook unless the deed go with it. I got to act fast. From this moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. So whatever I think with my heart, I have to follow right away. It's the anti-Hamlet, right? The first thing that comes to mind, I got to kill. And even now, to crown my thoughts with acts, be it thought and done, the castle of Macduff I will surprise. I'll attack suddenly, seize upon Fife, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before this purpose cool. But no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are. So we see Macbeth's evil there too, right? Like, I'm killing the family, I'm killing the wife, I'm killing the babies. In Macbeth's fifth soliloquy, he entrenches himself even further in the bloody path. Like, he's all the way in that bloody river now. He's noted that he has chosen. He swears never to hesitate again. Right there, there's that. No matter how intense the action may be that is required. Macbeth decides he will not hesitate on any action he must take. This is quite different from his original crisis of conscience about killing King Duncan. You can juxtapose that with the earlier soliloquy, right? In this speech, Macbeth directly states his intent to kill all the family of Lord Macduff. The key point of this soliloquy is that it is very direct. Macbeth simply states that his first thoughts, the firstlings of his heart, will lead immediately to action without any hesitation. That is, they will also be the immediate action of his hands. This is not only a change in character, but also a change in the manner of speech he uses. It's interesting, this is Macbeth's already in, he's all in, he's going down, the walls are closing in, but he's not going out without a bloody fight here.